Today's adventure into Mexico started out just like most every other adventure, except this time I made a right-hand turn in front of the gas station, which took me into an unfamiliar traffic circle and onto a highway which is directly to the right. Now, I didn't want to be on that highway, and it was never my intention to be on it, but you can see there is, in fact, a roadway with a very lousy little shoulder and commuter traffic. Definitely not very appetizing. However, there was also this CAMINO that I just happened to see, and I thought, perfect, I want to get off the highway, and the first CAMINO that looked promising was the ticket. So, several kilometers behind me, I entered this little roadway and have been on it ever since. Now, I did start out on the opposite side of this drainage ditch, which is actually quite big in some areas. I think it's an irrigation or rain ditch or maybe a combination. Anyway, it's quite large, formidable, and you're not going to get across it on a bicycle. I want to check the Garmin just so quick. Yeah, I think this probably, it says to go left. Just go left. Well, we can't really go left because there's a big gate in the way. But we can go this way and see where it heads off to. I did see one other mountain type bicycle, so I know it's possible. Now, it's to get somewhere. Now, it's possible that he just was up here and turned around and is heading back, but it's also quite possible he's coming from ALOVERA or Kiev, which is where I'm hoping this CAMINO takes me. Now the Garmin says this will take me to CAMINO at Kiev. I don't know. Ooh, this is scary. This isn't going to work at all, is it? Hold on. Now the Garmin's telling me to go right. Ooh. Yeah, quite obviously. Okay. And very quickly to kick left. Okay, I believe it. I believe it. As you can see, it's been raining again. It does that. I have never ever been here before, so this is entirely a new place to get lost. But the Garmin is telling me I have to go under these bridges and continue straight on, and with a bit of luck I'll find my road. I don't use the Garmin a hell of a lot for navigation. I typically just get lost on my own. But being that the days are short and I don't like driving in unfamiliar zones at night that much, it can be fun. It usually is. I mean, it's usually a lot of fun to be a little lost. Let's see. Yeah, let's continue this way, I reckon. It says stop. Squeak. Holy cow. This is awesome. Okay, I have consulted the Oracle, and I don't want to be on this road, so I'm going to continue going this way to ALOVERA, and from there I can make a left to go to Kir, and that'll take me into familiar territory to go back home. So I'm going to put this on pause for a little bit and put my glove back on because it's kind of chilly but not as cold as it could be, and pick it up when I get to where I want to be. That's the second person I've seen walking on this particular road, and that's kind of cool because it's a lovely place. There's a highway, and the destination I'm looking for is off into this direction ultimately. But I have to continue going straight on for a couple more kilometers, and then I'll be making my left turn into Kir. The town in front of me should be ALOVERA, I think. I'll check the Garmin. I just stopped to change my goggles. I was wearing some because it was sunny, and of course now the clouds are obscuring it. But I do have these yellow goggles that are kind of cool. I don't know, make anything look brighter, but they don't make things look darker either. So let's continue on this little adventure. It's really beautiful here. At any rate, when I get to Kiet, oh look, another Kiet with a doggy, with a little doggy. So we're not very far from town. When I hit out of ALOVERA, I'll end this video. ALOVERA. Which is perfect because now I know where I am, to be sure. There'll be a traffic circle directly ahead, and then I'll take my exit into Kir, which will lead me into Mecca and ultimately Alcalá. It was kind of weird coming this particular way because I've never been there before. But this is exciting because it gives me yet another way to skin the cat. It was always pretty cold today. When I left the house, it was 9 degrees, and that was, maybe a couple hours ago. And it was sunny. It can be pretty cold, and if you're in the sun, you'll still feel pretty comfortable. Nevertheless, it's been raining a lot, so I don't know how the road's going to be on the way back into Villanueva de la Torre and Mecca. From Villanueva into Mecca, it's a paved CAMINO, but until there, it's all dirt. It'll be, there'll be puddles, to be sure. I'm not too fussed about mud. However, I didn't put the shoe covers on today because I'm wearing insulated socks. Nevertheless, a little mud never hurt nobody. And it's good. It's good Guadalajara dirt. So, I think that'll do it. This will take me onto the CAMINO, and my adventure home. Gotta go.